As we begin to look at what happens after this unprecedented time, I have been fascinated with the word reset. You know, markets have shifted, companies have shifted, our customers have shifted, the world has shifted. The question becomes, how can we shift? And I speak to a lot of organizations, a lot of leaders, but I'm really coming at you today on a personal note. How can we personally look in the mirror and make shifts that allow us to create an even better future for ourselves? I honestly believe that there's never been a better time to hit the reset button in life. And so I guess the first thing that the hurdle that you have to jump over is, do you believe that? Do you believe that you can hit a reset and create a new normal or a next normal for you that allows you to be more fulfilled, that allows life to be more enjoyable? That becomes the question. I had an opportunity to read a blog by a gentleman by the name of Joshua Becker, and he talks about 6 things that we can all do or all think about as we look at hitting the life reset button. And again, how can we look in the mirror and challenge ourselves to create something that's even better as we move forward? The 6 things are, so number 1 is he talks about it, he says, look hard at your spending. How can we look hard at our spending and where are our dollars going? Not just for a return on investment, but how are we spending our dollars on things that are enjoyable for us, that fulfill us, that give us pleasure, that allow us to just enjoy as we spend, and where are we spending dollars that we might regret? And how can we look hard at that and maybe do a few shifts in our habits of spending that allow us to create a better life? The next one he talks about is considering our time commitments. Where are we spending our time, and are we spending our time on things that are opportunity for us or energy for us, or we enjoy doing them, or are we spending a lot of time with obligation or things that we have to do that drain energy for us? And how can we make a little shifts that allow us to buy back more time in life, which we all need, that can, again, create more fulfillment and more of an enjoyable life? The next one he talks about, and this might not be so popular with a lot of my clients, but I think we all have to question it, is question our work. We will spend roughly 90,000 hours at work. And how can we look at work and do things that really are opportunity and fulfilling for us, that allow us to be, allow us to enjoy it more, get more out of it, and really fulfill like we're adding value and impact and having a humanity plus, meaning we're adding to humanity with our work, and we're on a life mission, if you will. And how can we question that? The next one is check our motivations. Do we really know what motivates us, and are we taking action to fulfill those motivations? So being in tune with it. I think a lot of times we just live unconsciously in life, and so how can we be crystal clear about what motivates us and do more things that fulfill those motivations? The next one is evaluate relationships. We all have relationships that I'm sure are draining, that cause stress, that cause internal turmoil. And how can we pivot some of those relationships or delete some of those relationships and move on from those, and again, spend time and surround ourselves with people that we enjoy spending time with, that fulfill us. And the last one is be honest with our habits. What habits do we have that are helping us create a better life? What habits do we have that are hindering that progress? And so how can we look at our habits, be honest with our habits, and look at habits that we want to build, or maybe even more importantly, what habits do we want to break? So those 6 things, if we look at it, again, I think the words that I've said over and over in this video are, number 1, how can we hit the reset button? Look in the mirror and really be honest with ourselves. Look at those 6 things. But how can we create a life that's more enjoyable, that is more fulfilling, that we get excited about, and really create a new future for us that's not tied to the past? I'm not a past type of guy. However, my past and your past should justify why it comes with us, because it helps us set ourselves up for a greater or a higher probability of success. Go out and create something new today that fulfills you.